Hi there everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is me Yasir Ijaz and welcome to the 5th episode of Cake Off with Yasir. So today is the final day of the test match between England and West Indies, and I'm so excited to see also that who will come out on top. Will it be England? Will it be West Indies? We'll have to see. So let me give you a little recap of what happened on day 4. On the start of day 4, Rory Burns and Dominic Sibley put on a partnership of 72 runs. And Zach Crawley played a very good innings with his captain Ben Stokes to get things under control a little bit in England's favour. But at the end on day 4, England collapsed and they lost 5 wickets for 30 runs. As they end day 4 stumps on 284 for 8. They got a lead of 184 runs in their hands. And now we'll have to see on day 5 how much runs they can gather. Just after 5 overs were bowled in the final day, Mark Wood lost his wicket of Shannon Gabriel's ball, trying to go for an offside drive to the boundary, but it's just nicked to the keeper and Davish makes no mistake. So the 9th wicket has fallen for the England in just around 10 minutes of play. So Shannon Gabriel got his 4th wicket of this innings and England are 9 down now. Shannon Gabriel again came to bowl and he bowled Jofra Archer out and the last wicket of England has been fallen. So England finished on 313 all out with a lead of 199. So the Windies need just 200 runs to win this first test match. Then the opening batsmen of West Indies, Craig Brathwaite and John Campbell, were on the crease, and as they were on the pursuit of achieving the target of 200 and winning this first test. But it wasn't a good start by the Windies as England had other plans and they will be eyeing to win as well. In the second over, Jofra Archer came to bowl and on his very first ball he caught the LBW of John Campbell for an appeal against John Campbell for an LBW, but the umpire has clearly suggested him that it is going outside leg, so it will be considered as not out. So it was a very early scare for John Campbell there. As that wicket would have fallen, then the Windies will be in much pressure against England to achieve this target of 200. After a few overs, Jofra Archer once again came to bowl and he bowls a full Yorker delivery to John Campbell as he hit his right toe and he was limping off the ground and he was considered as retire hurt. Then Shai Hope replaces him, and at that moment West Indies was 7 for none. Then on his third over, Archer again comes into attack and bowled out Craig Brathwaite. So what a start by the England bowlers. They have come out with some intent that they have to win this test match no matter what. Craig Brathwaite gone for just scoring 4 runs. Early pressure for Wendy's as Jofra Archer was bowling very good. After a few overs, Jofra Archer again came to bowl and now he gets Sharma Brooks LBW out. Now is very crucial stage for West Indies as they lost the second wicket on 7, just 7 on the board, and Windies are 7 for 2 now. Roston Chase comes to a crease and try to build a partnership with Shai Hope now. And here's a little stat for you that Roston Chase bats at the last inning. In his 12 innings, he has scored 401 runs with the average of 40. 200s has been included in this stats also. And Mark Wood comes to the attack on the 12th over as he gets his first wicket of the second innings of Shai Hope, and is now 3 down for 27. Then came Jermaine Blackwood on the crease when West Indies were 27 for 3. At lunchtime on day 5, West Indies are now 35 for 3, still requiring 165 runs to win this test match with 7 wickets remaining in their hand. At drinks break on the 32nd over, West Indies are 95 for 3, while Roston Chase and Jermaine Blackwood are slowly and positively making a partnership. The 36th over, Jofra Archer again came to bowl, and this time a very good partnership between Roston Chase and Jermaine Blackwood comes to an end as Jofra Archer gets his 3rd wicket and Windies are now 99 for 4, still needed 101 to win the test match. Then the wicketkeeper batsman Shane Dowell comes to the crease. And on day 5, Windies are 143 for 4. Windies required just 57 runs in the last session to win this test match with 6 wickets in hand. Then on the 53rd over, Ben Stokes came to bowl and he bowled out Shai Hope, but it was considered as no ball as he was stepping over the pitch line. But on the very next ball, he nicked it to the keeper and Josh Butler grabs it. So now Windies are 5 down for 168. Jason Woodard comes to the crease and try to complete these runs as soon as possible with Jermaine Blackwood besides him. Jermaine Blackwood plays very well to get in this strong position for the Windies as he scored 95 and was nearing 100. But when Ben Stokes came to bowl, he goes for the lofted drive and caught Jimmy Anderson at the mid-wicket point region and thus his beautiful innings of 95 Ks to an end. Stokes had the breakthrough and got Blackwood for 95 as just Indies were nearing their win, just 11 runs required now, and they lost Jermaine Blackwood on 95. At that time, Windies were 189 for 6, still 11 to get with 4 wickets in hand. Then came to bat John Campbell when Jofra Archer bowled full Yorker length delivery to him, and it hurted on his right toe. And now he has come to bat and see Windies for their first Test victory. At the 65th over, it was John Campbell who got the historic run of Ben Stokes' ball, as Windies have won this match by 4 wickets, and well-deserved victory for them as they bowled and batted well in these conditions and were superior from England. So when John Campbell got the last run, and then it was a very good gesture of sportsmanship between Ben Stokes and Jason Holder, as they both they did not shake hands, but they bumped their both hands just like this, and that was a very good gesture of sportsmanship by both these players. For the West Indies, they have won this first Test match and are 1-0 up on this 3-match series of Wisden Trophy that is being happening in England, between England and West Indies. So West Indies go 1-up in this 3-match series, and they have registered their first points winning this Test match in the World Test Championship. At the final presentation, Ben Stokes told to everyone that we already knew that 200 was not enough. He still would have batted first. First innings lead is very crucial, and he also stated that if the team made around 400 to 500 runs in the first innings, we really would have taken it away. But it has been a massive learning curve for all of us and for the younger ones who played for England. Then on the other end, Jason Holder comes to the presentation, and he was very happy, as he should be, because their team has won this first Test match against England in the home ground of England, which is also a very good achievement for the Windies. And Jason Holder just said that it was a very hard-fought Test match for him and his teammates. It wasn't easy because due to coronavirus and COVID-19 situations, they were all locked down at home doing nothing. Then they came to England, used their quarantine of 14 days in England, try to get use of the condition and implement them on England's team in the first Test. He was praising Jermaine Blackwood for his outstanding 95 runs knock. Jason Holder was a little bit disappointed to see him go on to hit his century. Anyways, he has contributed a very good score to his team, and they have won it. So at the end, I would like to give you some stats around this series between England and West Indies. This first Test match, Sharon Gabriel was the man of the match. He got 4 wickets in the first innings, and in the second innings he got a fifer, and it's a very good achievement. So in all, he got 9 wickets and gave away 137 runs. So he will be considered as the man of the match. So the last time any England captain to lose his first Test match was Michael Vaughan way back in 2003. So here's another stats for you. There has been 61 instances in which West Indies have to chase down 200 or fewer scores in the 4th innings. And out of those 61 instances, West Indies have won 55 matches, and they have drawn 6 matches, and they haven't lost a single match up till now while chasing 200 or fewer scores in the 4th innings. So that's a good achievement by Windies, as they are holding this record up till now and increasing it day by day. So that was a round of day 5 of this first Test match between England and West Indies, as Windies go 1-up in this 3-match against England. So this is me, Yasir Ejaz, signing out, and I will catch you on the second Test match between England and West Indies once again. Take care. Allah Hafiz.